Hello, everybody. I'm back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 3rd, and today was a gorgeous day outside. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful weather. Could not have asked for anything better about the weather today. Woke up in the tent, didn't sleep that great, off and on. People are up way too late and being insanely goddamn loud last night. So, yeah, Bo went down, woke back up, Bo was back at it again as a whole. Was a lot. So got up this morning without much rest. The ground's lumpy here. There's a lot of the the armadillos that dig holes all over this little area here, and it is lumpy as hell. So went ahead, got a handful of things to take care of this morning. Just walk around, getting dressed, getting things taken care of, and all that stuff in the morning thing. Had some breakfast. Rodney cooked us some eggs. Yeah, absolutely delicious. Great little meal. Had some bacon. It was great. Took off for a little walk. Basically, we're just kind of chilling out, having a good time. Karen and I went for a little walk slash hike thing on the trails. Had Bruce off leash, run around like crazy, no big deal. And he took off out of nowhere, I think chasing one of the rams on the island. I'm not sure it was that, or chasing a deer, or chasing a boar, I don't know which. And couldn't get him to come back, couldn't hear him. I heard one weird bark slash like whimper type loud ass sound about 15 minutes after he was gone, and about 45 minutes later we got him back. Finally he showed up on the trail, and it was come back. He was missing his collar, so I lost the training collar out there. My tags and that stuff are gone. Luckily I did bring my spare collar and tags with me, so he's marked again. um, Showed back up, had blood on his face and slobbering like hell, or he's just out of breath, and scratched up his inner thigh and stuff. I don't know. I think the face might have been getting kicked by that ram. The way it was underneath his chin, the way it was set up, it made me think maybe he got beat. He got booted by a ram. But overall, had a bunch of scrapes and stuff from Hank the brush, running through the brush like an idiot. And he was mentally beat. He was terrified. He was so, you could just see it. He was excited to find us. So I hooked the leash up to his bandana and basically headed back to camp. Got there, hung around for a little while, basically put his other collar on and that, had a great time, talking, laughing, joking with everybody. And we decided to take a kayak paddle around the island. And it's a little longer than we thought it was, and it's windy as hell up there in the upper side of that island, and we got beat up by the wind bad. So it took us a while. I looked at the phone to see where my GPS location was, and the first time I looked down, I'm like, shit, I'm like a third of the way around. I'm good. I got 2/3 way to go. We had no problem. Blah blah, and it was not. The GPS was off on my phone. It was way off, and it was like a fifth the way it was felt like. It was crazy. It was 1/6 of the way, actually, to be dead honest. It was exactly 1/6 of the way, not 2/3 or 1/3 of the way. So a lot difference in the paddling. It was a lot of weeds and stuff and whatnot. It was gross. So went ahead, kept paddling, and by the time I had looked at my watch, I'm like, we should have been back. I looked at my phone and I realized that the thing was off the first time. I went back and tied a tow rope onto Karen and started paddling my ass off. I actually used a bungee cord rope, worked great for towing. And she was paddling most of the time, virtually. There's a little bit of time she wasn't paddling. I was giving her a hard time about it, but she was paddling her ass off as too, and I was just paddling my ass off. And finally found our way back to the island, and wasn't 100% certain how much farther I had to go, because I kept getting feeling like I couldn't trust my phone out in the middle of the lake like that. And saw Rodney coming up on the boat, bringing back some more people, and at least I knew he was going the right way. So we followed him into the dock finally, and I almost asked him to throw me a rope. I was really tired of paddling myself then, but got back here, hung out, chilled out a little while, ate a bagel, took off my run. Bruce and I went for a run. We ran a couple laps around the lake here. I keep saying lake, but the island we're on in the middle of the lake. So went ahead and ran around there a little bit, had a great time. Went and did a little firewood scavenging, chainsaw cutting and piling a bunch of firewood and bring it back in carts, and went out. Basically after that, got back, got chilled out, got my shower. Felt pretty good to have my little pump up spray shower. Worked really well actually. So got all cleaned up. Started talking, kind of Rodney was holding court, telling stories and stuff, and told us that he hid a survival tool type free gift out in the woods somewhere, the GPS location. And Karen and I decided to head out to look for it in the middle of the night, which was not the safest and brightest thing to do. Made it about halfway there and looked over and heard some noise. Kind of looked to the right, and my headlamp lit up 16 pairs of eyes out in the woods looking back at us in the shrub. And I wasn't certain what they were. Got that little putt pucker type feel. I was a little scared of it. She was a little freaked out. I was massively freaked out. You can't show that when the woman's next to you. And I started noticing the heads were bobbing around a little bit and stuff, and one of them turned broadside and kind of hopped around, and it was a little flock of deer, like a little herd of deer or whatever and stuff out there, and just, oh my god, it was so, at that point I was super excited about it then. So went ahead from there, headed on down, had a few other sightings and stuff, some owls and some other stuff in there. Not quite certain, it was a little scary in that, and got to the location. I think somebody else has found the prize and didn't report it being found, so that kind of sucked. But went ahead and said to hell with it. From there, headed back, flying it back to the campsite, all happy go lucky, having a great time. Just chilling out, talking with everybody, having just wonderful conversations, great people, and so much fun. Bruce, there's some new dogs showed up. Bruce went to go play with them. He was tied to me, almost pulled me over the lawn chair right by the campfire. It's kind of funny. End up having a wonderful dinner. We're offered. I had my first gator bites out here. Cajun flavored gator bites. They were spicy. They were good though. Some grilled sweet potatoes were amazing. Bratwurst, some pork chops that were homegrown. They raised their own pigs in that, which is pretty cool. So that was great. And then basically sitting on the campfire, Rodney telling stories, had a great time again. And we had cold birthdays out here. Were celebrated with some carrot cake, which is always good. You gotta love carrot cake. And then hypothetically, somebody may have went and caught themselves a baby gator and brought it up for everybody to play with and stuff, and got to see a baby gator. So I know theoretically that would be illegal and that would be inappropriate, but somebody went out and caught themselves an animatronic, realistic looking baby gator that's just robotic and a toy. It looks pretty real though. Played with it for a while and had a good time. So other than that, Karen came back to the tent, got the tent all reorganized and ready to go, and we're getting ready to crash tonight. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.